step inside a retelling of Frankenstein that pulses with unexpected tenderness. This morning presentation at the Palm Springs Film Festival opens with a special extended introduction by Oscar Isaac and Guillermo del Toro, who framed the project's imagination and emotional stakes before the first frame appears. Del Toro's direction and Isaac's presence guide a version of Mary Shelley's questions about creation, isolation, and yearning toward new faces and quieter truths. This Frankenstein refuses monsters and heroes as labels. It insists on the ache of being known. The Plaza Theater hosts the screening, and a brief Q&A will be after the credits. Experience a classic reframed for modern conscience. The Hollywood Times here at the Palm Springs International Film Festival, and we are so thrilled that Del Toro will be here shortly introducing his film, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Good morning.
Welcome to the 37th Annual Palm Springs International Film Festival. My name is Lily Rodriguez. I'm the Artistic Director at the Film Society, and it's my great honor to welcome you to today's presentation of Frankenstein. Directed, of course, by Guillermo del Toro, starring Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Mia Goth, and Christoph Waltz. We'd like to start with a big thank you. So big thank you to all of our sponsors and partners, our staff, our incredible group of volunteers. We have over 600 volunteers at the festival. They'll be working over 10,000 hours of their time to help this whole thing happen. So thank you so much. And I want to give a special thank you to Netflix for bringing Frankenstein to Palm Springs. Frankenstein is the recipient of the Visionary Award at our Film Awards, which honors a film that breaks boundaries in the art of cinema. And this is the first year that where it's presented jointly to the director and the cast. Guillermo del Toro also received the Variety's Creative Impact Award at the brunch today. He's a master. Yeah. His work has continually reshaped the genre. And we're so excited that they're here tonight. But before I tell you, let me tell you a little bit more about the festival. It premiered at the Venice Film Festival, and it's gotten tons of accolades, including 5 nominations at the Golden Globes for Best Motion Picture, Drama, and Best Supporting Actor for Jacob Elordi. It's made tons of best of lists for 2025, including the National Board of Review and the American Film Institute, as one of their top 10 films of 2025. This is the quintessential monster movie directed by the monster movie director of our time. And I'm so thrilled that you get to hear from them. Please help me welcome up Guillermo del Toro and Oscar Isaac.
Thank you everybody for being here. We're so thankful for you all to be here to watch this film. This incredible journey has been wild. I'm thankful to be here. Thank you to Guillermo for allowing this situation to even happen. I sometimes still have to pinch myself. When we first met 3 years ago almost now, it was a general meeting, which is like a play date arranged by agents. And it wasn't over anything in particular, and we just got some Cuban food. We had some lechon asado and no sé, frijoles, platanito. And then we started, talking just about our lives and our families and our fathers, these big shadows that loom very large in our lives. And about
Latin families and fathers. It's complicated.
And we really, bonded over that. And out of that conversation, Guillermo said, I need you to be my Victor Frankenstein. And I thought that was like a come-on line. I wasn't sure what it meant.
I have a little trust in you. It's a French name.
Just trust me. It was different times back then, whatever it takes. But that journey has brought me here to be able to share this incredible dream of a project, and just so thankful. So thank you all.
I'll tell you a little bit on how I started loving Frankenstein as a book, as a myth. But in the first 12 days or so, we have had over 2.2 billion engagements. And this is a movie that has connected, doing what monster movies and parables do best, which is connect with those that live outside the norm. And and frankly, most of us do. And the rest are lying a little. I really believe that the power of fantasy is to connect you to reality, a reality that you are either not willing to admit, or the world is not willing to accept, but that is real nevertheless. There's a line the preacher says that I wrote with all my heart that says, "To you I am obscene, but to myself I simply am." And I think that's the power of this type of movie, of parable. We live in a time where the world is told we are something, and we know we're much more complex than that. We are in a time where simplicity is the beginning of a fascist understanding of the world. There's no us and them. There's just us. And to present a movie that tells you one full story, and then it allows you to see the other side completely, felt very urgent. But it felt very urgent when I was a young kid. I saw Frankenstein when I was 7 on a Sunday after church. I went to church and then came home and watched TV. And Channel 6 in Mexico, in Guadalajara, showed monster movies all day. And I saw all of them all my life. And when I saw Boris Karloff come in and cross the threshold and turn, I went into sort of a spiritual paroxysm. I really was like, I finally understood what my grandma saw in Jesus. I said, that guy is my Messiah. That guy represents my soul, who I am, and why I feel like I don't belong. And I think that that's the power of these parables, to belong to each other. And I feel that if you have not seen the movie, know that it is a movie that celebrates every craft in filmmaking. When we started, I said, I want to make a movie the way they don't make them anymore. So when you see a full-size ship moving, it's a full-size ship moving. When you see when you see a gigantic set, it's not an LED screen, it's a gigantic set. When you see a handmade prop of exquisite perfection, it's a handmade prop made by humans. Because that's what we need to rescue. What we need to rescue is movies made by humans, for humans, because that's the purpose of art. And I am very happy that today is Sunday. So they're going to have the same experience. If you haven't seen it, you're going to have the same experience.
Welcome to church.
I thank you for showing up, and I hope you can find, two things you can find on art: acknowledging and forgiveness. We all need to forgive someone. We all do, or we need to be forgiven by someone. And we think it's complicated, but it's so simple. Just tell us who you are, tell us where it hurts, tell us why you fucked up, and it's healed. So I wish you a really good Sunday at church. Thank you very much.